If I ruled the world, then some changes would be made. A list of orders would ring out like a morbid serenade. The first thing that would happen, for those who still remain, is we'd have a great big party where you'd swear an oath into the brain. With loyalty secured and rebellion surely quelled, I'd see to what needs bringing in and what must be expelled. I assure you, my dear people, monsters, ghouls and ghosties too, that I've been thinking of this for some time to figure out what I would do. Now we'll start off with the boring stuff, of which I'm sure you do not care, like rule of law and all that jazz, how things run everywhere. Then I'll get into the finer stuff, the knickknacks, odds and ends, such as what will be considered fun and where you'll go with friends. Human governments don't work, so I think I'll scrap the lot, then put something cybernetic into every ruling plot. All governmental buildings working like a well-oiled machine, cold, orderly, soulless, it's a bureaucratic dream. Perhaps there'll be a competition to see which ones are right, testing model, grace, efficiency, or perhaps I'll make them fight. But then voting is important. Each voice should get a say in which robot overlord they'd like to enforce my will each day. I don't care for modern art, people painting with their piss, formless sculptures, unmade beds. Just who is buying this? No, artists suffer for their work, so I intend to hold this true. For every art can just be anything, they'll face the lash and change their view. Architects fall into this. Their work does catch the eye, though we could do without those eyesores that scrape into the sky. We need great impressive monuments, more statues and portraits, each more glorious than the last, if they value all their fates. Fashion is another thing that I can't help but detest. Tracksuits, muumuus, hooded tops. Why is that how you're dressed? Not that I want to see them nude, bits flopping about the place. Such things are most uncouth and leave one red of face. Though perhaps it is just that. I have no body, thus no clothes. They cannot see what clowns they look as they plod about in droves. I suppose I'll think of something, some habiliments outstanding, and anyone who argues shall go for reprimanding. Now we're on to food. I understand the need to eat. I've been known to have a bite myself when my energy depletes. I eat differently to you, as food dissolves inside my brine, and I think I found a way to feed everyone just fine. A thick, nutritious paste, served both in cold or hot. Just smear the slop onto the skin, and you'll soak up the whole lot. Now, none of it is vegan, and you'll be fine with that, though it's not exactly meaty, no bones, sinew or fat. It's not tasty, but it's food, and them's is just the facts. And while we're on the subject, salted caramel gets the axe. There's a few more things to think through, what more that has to go. Understand should this include your stuff, then I'll be sure to let you know. We'll be reinvading France, and it'll happen right away. Some may ask the reason why, but I don't think I have to say. Space needs more exploration to seek out different life, and a well-armed show of force to keep those aliens in strife. We'll also make some changes to the surface of the moon. Jar 19 is watching will be written on there soon. I think I'll speed up evolution, as you're all too bloody slow. Build and conjure, mutate on. It's all in our motto. Yes, I think this is a solid plan. Give genetics such a twist. A chimera here, a werewolf there. More cryptids, I insist. What a lovely sight it all will be, with monsters coast to coast. And as I look upon my world, I may raise a little toast. But in my glorious tyranny, having achieved my noble goal, I think I'd find something amiss, as if inside there was a hole. We have good times around this place, some laughs and cheeky schemes, making monsters, baking cakes, and infiltrating dreams. With our crimes against humanity across the global stage, we make a smashing partnership, the greatest of the age. You've always been quite capable when I send you cryptid hunting. There you just get on with it, no moans or pleads or grunting. Which is very open-minded when the plans aren't very clear, and when you're left there penniless without any proper gear. The times we had a breakout by an experiment or two, the clever intern that you are, you knew just what I'd do. I'd send you out to get them, and oftentimes unarmed. These things are quite expensive, couldn't risk them getting harmed. When the lab went into lockdown, you were accidentally inside. Oh, the laughs I had back when you sought a place to hide. All those lumberjacks you caught, so work could still proceed, and then dispensing of the evidence. That's some fine work, yes indeed. No job has been too big or small. You've never been too sloth or vexed. You've gotten us so very far, and I hope you'll stay for what comes next. Imagine if I had missed out on such brilliant memories, gifts that are so dear to me. I must hold on to these. Where would I be without you all? The thought gives me a start. Just a brain inside a jar, and truly with no heart. We've a whole great lab to build here, and so much more to see. Therefore it is my greatest privilege to have you here with me. You're a truly smashing intern. You may yet make employee, but let's not get too hasty, as we'll have to wait and see. More creepypasta poems and more guides to survive. Plenty old school scary stories to keep those sleepless nights alive. The Why So Scary series might not be with us now, but I still think we can bring it back, if I could only figure how. There may well be some gaming, some roleplays I have planned. The possibilities are endless on how we can expand. I'll hold the plans for world invasion, put a pin in it, hiatus. I'll not pass on what we're building here, but improve the current status. Who you are, where you're from, whatever your vocation, you are fondly welcome in my lab, in an undisclosed location. So here's to you, my brainy bunch, that's 750 strong. I'd be naught without each one of you, and we're growing ever on. Good day, I'm Jar19 and thank you for listening. Over 750 subscribers. I'm absolutely amazed we've gotten this far, and it's all thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for hitting that sub button and popping by to see your old friend. Liking the videos and leaving comments. I can't tell you how much it means to me that in spite of all the channels out there, you take the time to come to this little corner of YouTube and watch the content. Especially during this particular and long drawn out time for uploads. You've all been incredibly patient. The poem here is just a small token of my appreciation for your continued support. Naturally, if the opportunity to take over the world presents itself, I will be taking it. But I'll do everything in my power to ensure you're all there with me, and reaping the benefits. See, I'm not so bad. I was also completely earnest about my plans for the channel. There's plenty more creepypasta poems, stories, and guides to survive coming up. Still trying to figure out what to do with the Why So Scary series. Might do something with YouTube Shorts, that could be fun. I have to play around with that side of YouTube editing and see how it works. Plus some gaming content. I've always enjoyed story-based games and how that plays into multiplayer online games as well. If you've seen Mr. Moon, you'll know what I mean. I hope you'll stick around for that and all the chaos that ensues as I desperately try to figure out the game mechanics. Please do let me know what you think about these ideas in the comments section. It'll be great to get your feedback. Thank you all so much again for being a part of the lab. We're all the richer with you in it. Next video will be a guide to survive, and I'll get working on the shorts and additional scripts as well. 2023 will be the year we get back on track, and I'll be sure to make up for the lost time. Stay safe, sleep well, but remember, here we make monsters.